This is Dr. Matt Barber of Alabama Orthopedic Clinic. We are proud supporters of Ransom Reprogram, Ransom Ministries, and all of the good work that they do in our community. If you would like to learn more about us, check us out at alortho.com or barbertotaljoint.com. You can also hear more from me personally on the Ortho Real podcast. Thank you again for allowing us to be involved with Ransom Ministries and all of the great work that they do.
Do you know someone who's struggling? Someone who continues to make the wrong decisions? Could that someone be you? Have you had a problem in the past of making decisions that afterwards you were just like, why did I do that? Have you ever wanted to get help and didn't really know how? Have you ever wanted to help someone in that situation and really not understood how to do it? Did you ever ask yourself, why do I keep making these decisions? Or why do they keep making those decisions? We're going to take some time to explore and see this world through eyes we've never looked through and shoes we've never walked in. These are the sons and daughters made in His image with the potential to positively impact our community. This is raw, this is real, and this is Ransom.
With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head.
This show is brought to you by Ransom Recycling, your number one choice for electronic recycling in Mobile, Alabama. Help reduce waste in our landfills by recycling all of your unwanted, unused, and non-working electronics. Ransom Recycling is a division of Ransom Ministries that is helping to put men and women back to work. Check out ransomministries.com for a complete list of acceptable items. Drop-offs and pickups can be easily scheduled through the website. Please note that we are not accepting TVs at this time. Ransom Recycling, open 8 to 3 Monday through Friday. Help our planet while helping men and women re-enter the workforce.
With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head.
Hey, welcome to the Ransom Experience, where we talk to past students, current students, people that are volunteers, and we just talk to them about life, about what they've learned through being associated with Ransom, but also just what they've learned through life in general. So today I get to speak to a guy that I met a few months ago. His name is Chrisshun Bullard. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Matt. It's a blessing to be here,
All right, so Chrisshun, you grew up in Mobile, Alabama. You're 22 years old,
Yes,
so
sir.
you're way younger than me because I'm 53, so I'm way older. You love music, and one thing I know about Chrisshun is that, man, he's got a smile that will light up a room every time he comes in, and he probably never meets a stranger. So I want to kind of get to know you. So go on and tell me a little bit about your childhood, where you grew up, your family life, all that kind of stuff.
Well, growing up, I can't say I had the most prettiest childhood, the best childhood, because my parents, they had a divorce at a very young age, age that I can't even remember. And after that, it was a lot of poverty, we lived in project after project. And I used to ask my mom, how come we moving here? We just left from another project. I didn't understand. And she used to be working 2 to 3 jobs just to raise 4 kids by herself. Mm-hmm. I'm the youngest, so I didn't understand a lot of things. But just growing up, it showed me that, I'm proud to say that she did it because it showed me how to work and don't really depend on her for a lot of things, even though she would do whatever it takes. It's been no moment I was starving as a kid. I was a fat kid, I had to eat all the time, and she made sure that, she made sure it ends meet, even though sometimes in school I have holes in my clothes and stuff, but she made sure we made it through,
So your mom kept you going, and she
Yes, sir.
worked her tail off, and you just didn't understand why you kept having to move from place to place.
Yes,
and then
sir.
as you grew up and you became, more middle school, maybe high school, what was your life like then?
I used to cut people grass and stuff, to make money, and I was I always had people that's around me that work I could call role models. that I could look up to. So me being the person I am, I was trying to be that for the people that was around me. So we would go around picking up trash out of the neighborhoods for like money. And so we always had like a hustle, you know. But just growing up and like seeing older people and what we was at that time, the drug dealer was like the cool person, you know. And I'm like, dang, they get all these cars, but you don't never know the store once they get locked up. You don't hear about that. You see them shining, so you like, yeah, I want them cars, and I want to be a rapper. I want this, I want that. But you never know like the good and the bad. They only show the good, they don't show the bad. So that's started making bad choices a little after my grandma died. Like my grandma on my mom's side.
Yeah.
It kind of like put me through a little dark place and started smoking weed, you know. I was telling my mom, I never smoke, I never do this, I never do that. Because she always seen me as that goody good child, but whole time I used to be bad, you know, just being sneaky. So started smoking weed on the weekends with friends, and that was high school, and it started going to, hey, let's skip school and smoke today instead of the weekends, and just got worse and worse. And after high school, we jumped off the cliff with it. Like, we went crazy.
Yeah. So you had a good role model as far as work goes. I mean, your mom was your biggest one, working all these jobs, but then you started seeing all the shiny stuff that the guys that were doing wrong seemed to be getting. And it seemed like that was a good avenue. That's the way a lot of us are. We see the shiny things, yet we don't know how they're getting that. We only see that part. You know, I always tell people, the devil never reminds us of our head in the toilet. He only reminds us of the party, right? He don't remind us of handcuffs, being in handcuffs. He only reminds us of the party. So I think that's a lot of people struggle with that. So you was chasing the dollars, really what he was doing.
Yes, sir, fast money.
Yeah, you get the fast money, you get it. So what did you learn through that process of chasing fast money?
How fast you get it, the faster it go. Hey, that's exactly what I learned. The faster you get that money, the faster it go, because it's a drain, you know, like it's horrible how they do people in a situation like that. It's like, just cause somebody trying to make money beat the system, and they could be doing it for a good reason, but they treat you so bad, and it's just, I recommend that for nobody. But I'm glad God put me in that situation, because, you know, me as a person, I got a little girl, and that was the main reason I was doing it, even though I was doing it for the lifestyle too. I cannot lie about that, because who wouldn't want to feel like the man? Like, you had the world in your hands, but when you realize, like, you sitting down sober, realizing up in jail, or it could be worse, prison, you sitting there like, dang, all your loved ones is worried, sick about you. You call your mom and hear how her voice is, you know. I call my girl, she's crying, you know, talking about how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. And you got to be there for them, and you can't be there. So, like, it's hard, and it made me not even want to call sometimes, but I still call, because I worry myself to death if I don't call. So, because it hurts to let your loved ones down, and they believe in you so much, and definitely they telling you, you know, you was raised to do right, and they telling you, do this, and then it take you to get, like, your whole life messed up before you realize that you blessed as a person. And so, it's just, that, like you said, that fast money, it's good, not when you can make a whole paycheck in 2 hours, you like, whoa, you feel me? But when you work for it, it don't go as fast, because you like, man, I busted my butt for this check, and I'm not about to spend my whole check just like that. No, because it's priorities, you know.
Well, that's right, because fast money, you didn't really earn that money. I mean, it just kind of fell to you. So when you try to chase that, but when you're out there cutting grass and sweating to death and making it, man, you want to hold on to that money then, right?
Sir.
Well, that's the thing, is you got to think about how long you spent in jail for that. How many checks you missed.
Yes, sir.
How many bills you couldn't pay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
we chased that $2,000 when we could have made $6,000 working while we were sitting in jail, right? So I think I seen that. So when I met you, you came here the day after you got out. Like it was literally
the same day. Same day. Like
that's right. You come in the day on the 4th. Was it the 4th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
January 4th.
that you got out.
Okay.
And I'll never forget because we had Chrisshun in here. He was a graduate.
Shout out to Chris.
He kept shout out to Chris. I kept he kept telling me about you, and I was like, I don't know, man. Dude's sitting in jail, I don't know. He ain't gonna make it here. And so he showed up, and when you showed up, I was like, there might be something to this, And so we met, and we talked, and you came in the program. So as you walked into this program, by the way, as we taped this was graduation day. So this was the day you finished your 90 days in Ransom Reprogram. But what are some key things that kind of stood out to you that you've picked up by being in Ransom Reprogram?
Some like key things like before I can go on with my life with. Just about everything here. Like this place is so wonderful, and like if I can somehow in my life make this place a global place, like a worldwide, I'm gonna do it because this is needed in this world. There's so many lost people out there, or like just need someone, like they need someone to just direct them the right way. Like they know what's right, but they scared to take that step because they scared of failure. But failure is like fail stands for first step in learning, Like it's a lesson. So just it's okay to be scared, but this place right here, I would recommend this for everyone because, like, definitely if you made some bad decisions in life, even if you didn't make no bad decision in life, you just graduated high school and you don't know what you want to do with your life, this is the program. Like, it will help you out. All you got to do is just come to work, show up on time, and just be ready to be coachable, be a sponge because you rubbing elbows with so many successful people and it's a God place, so you gon' prosper if you just sit and just listen,
Well, you've done a great job as you've been here, and I've been real impressed with your work ethic because, again, I think now knowing that your mom kind of taught you that, you saw that in people around you. A lot of guys that come through here have never had anybody show them that. They've only seen the fast money people. That's all they've ever been growing up around. So to see that you had that in you, you just needed to probably sit down for a little bit. That's why I think you got put in jail, to sit yourself down and realize this ain't the life that I need to lead. So as we go, so there's a lot of people out there chasing that money, people probably. What would you say to them about that?
Dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, Like, you might be like, nah, man, you crazy because I just made a band today, this and that. It's not worth it, like, honestly, because guess what? That money, you cannot show no proof of that money. And trust me, you know how quick they would love to take your money, take your cars. Like, you could have an $80,000 car, $100,000 car, and then guess what? They sell it at the auction for $2 and you just spent all that time working hard for that car, and they take it and sell it, and you just like, wow. And it don't even go to your pockets. It's not yours. That car is gone.
And then me, the working guy, can go to that auction and buy your car.
Exactly. And
that's right.
You like, woo-hoo.
That's right. So what are some things you've learned from the guys that you've been around in this program?
From the guys, just how to just adapt, it's a different people in here. Like, we all was different, but it's okay to be different because God made us how we is. So the guys, like, just say DeRoy, I can look at him when I'm working with him. I be like, I tend to like not just like be like serious, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make you work for today. Like, you don't get pushed enough. And so he liked that, So we'll be both just working hard. Just say we doing them coppers. I tend to work hard because I know he's a hard worker, and we gonna get things even done faster if we just put a game like that. Just like Ethan, he'll tend to come to me because he's comfortable with me. So I'd be like, okay, I bet. you think you good with this? Let's see how fast we can go and get it done. So like, it's just making each other work harder through games. Like, we having fun because we trying to like just see how we can do it. So like, it's just all of us come together. You know, it's a happy place. You know, I'm gonna be sad to leave them, but
That is so funny because yesterday when Ethan was working with Marcus, Ethan was playing games. Like, come on, man, let's see who can do the most in one time. See, when you do those things, it teaches others.
yes,
That's
sir.
what you have to think about. So just like DeRoy has a great work ethic. He works really hard, and he's showed you that that's a good thing to do
Yes,
too.
sir.
So now you're able to show somebody, see how that discipleship works. And that's what we want to do here. That's why, you know, we try to work people two in a group so you can work together and kind of go against each other, but also to learn from each other. So I think that is huge for what we do here. But also it's very biblical because Jesus sent his disciples out 2 by 2. So I thought that was kind of cool that we run 2 also. But I've been real impressed with you. I think you're going to do great things. You know, right now you're working through the staffing arm of Ransom, which right now, you know, we just started that staffing thing where we send you guys out into other companies with hopefully, you know, the chance for them to hire you on full time, but also just to see if that's what you want to do. But it's building that. So, you know, we started that because I want to keep you in the family, you know, keep you close to us. But then eventually I'm going to have to, just like my kids, I got to kick you out of the nest. You know, I think you'll do a great job. I think I'm really excited to see where God takes you.
Yes,
And I think you're going to make it in music too, by the way.
Thank you.
But you got to work. Remember, we talked about working.
Oh yeah, we gotta work.
You got to work, and that's going to fund what you really want to do.
Yes, sir.
So as we end, because we're just wrapping up, tell me one word of wisdom that you want to give to somebody out there, some kid growing up in Mobile, Alabama, that's got a mom that's moving from project to project, and got siblings, and just if you could tell them one thing, what would it be?
That one thing would be, it's okay to be different. Just because everybody's doing something that it might seem cool, what makes you really cool, like it don't matter how the clothes you can have the most expensive clothes on, have the most newest car, but it's what's inside, and you being yourself, you gonna prosper, you know. So like, and don't be scared to fail, because you got a thing like this, you know. I ain't trying to come off subject, but you the sperm that made it to the egg, so you was born a winner. So it's okay to just try, and if you fail, get back up. Why? Because you're not dead. You got life to still learn from your mistakes and try it again. If you want to be the best trash man in this world, be it. You know, if you want to be the best lawn, like make a lawn service, be it. You know, if you just want to be the best hula hooper, who knows? Like, whatever you want to be in life, try your best, and I promise you, you gonna see something. But first, though, the number one thing is you gotta have God in your vision. If you put God in your vision, you can do anything that's possible. And just love, and spread love to everybody. And it's okay to be different. That's all I got to say, Jess.
That's good, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming in my life, showing me how to do things sometimes. You also put a smile on my face. I love just seeing you in the mornings, man. You just make me smile. I've been missing that since you've been out doing it. But just keep doing it, man. Keep moving forward. Keep your eyes focused on him. Keep your eyes focused on your goals. And I really believe that you are going to change the world. You're going to turn the world upside down. And I'm proud to know you and call you my friend.
Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed my talk with Chrisshun today. I know I did. I love just sitting around and talk to him. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcast or anywhere that you get your podcast. You can also find it on our website, ransomministries.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We also have a Snapchat for you young ones out there. And we just want you to just remember these guys that we bring across, and these ladies and these people. Just keep praying for them that they'll stay focused on what they got to do. We appreciate it, and God bless. We'll see you next week.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. With